Are my people online? Where are my people? Mom, there's a fly trapped in the car. Okay. Good day, everyone. Good morning. Is everyone online? Anyone? Yeah, it's been a while. Yes, I know. It's really been a while. I've been occupied with a lot of things. Though I've been dropping some little tips, some videos, some processing videos and all. I'm going to put it in my schedule now to upload a well-detailed video on how to cut a bustier. Yes, a padded bustier. I'm going to drop a video on that. Should I say this weekend? I'm going to put it in my schedule because I find out that every time or anytime I promise to do one particular video and posts, I end up not doing it. Yes, I end up not being able to do it, being occupied with work and all of that. But this time around, I'm going to put it in my schedule to make sure I drop a video on this. Yes, if it's to put it in a reminder, and whatever I'm doing at that particular moment, by the time I'm being reminded, I have to drop it and just do the video. I think that is what I'm going to be doing now because each time I promise myself that I'm going to do this and I will end up not doing it. Okay. Yeah, just a quick one. I want to talk about tips on how you can give an appropriate price for your work as a fashion designer. Or should I say not a fashion designer alone now. I'm talking to artisans generally. Yes, I'm talking to artisans generally. The first thing I'll be talking about, or the first tip I'll be dropping is should I say your location. Know your location. Yes, know the location you have, and your location will determine the price you are going to give people. Your location will determine the kind of customers you are going to be getting. Your location will determine the amount of money people are ready to pay for your service. So the amount you are going to sow, I am talking from a fashion designer perspective. So if you are another type of artisan, just link it to your own business. So I am talking from the perspective of a fashion designer because I am one. And the price you are going to be giving someone to sew a regular skirt and blouse for, I'm talking about just maybe a peplum top, no design, nothing, and a 6-piece skirt, and the amount I'm going to give the person. By the way, I am in Owo. Yes, Owo, Ondo State, very close to Rifosgiwa Polytechnic. So the amount I'll be giving a customer from Owo here will be quite different from the amount that somebody is going to give a customer in Akure. Yes, I have customers in Akure, I have customers in Ibadan, I have customers in Lagos, I have customers in Ado Ekiti, I have customers in Ondo, yes, in Ondo town. So the thing is, the amount I'm going to be giving my customers on each thing is different. And here is why. I know some people will be like, no, know your worth and all those stuff. Yes, I know my worth. Not that I don't know my worth, but the kind of customers, the kind of audience I'll be having in Owo are quite different from the kind of audience I'll be having in Akure. If I'll be charging somebody 5,000 naira in Owo, I won't charge someone in Akure 5,000. I can charge someone in Akure 15,000. The person will pay. Why? Because they know the amount they're going to get that particular service in Akure. There was a time I posted a video some time ago about a customer bringing an address to me and telling me she doesn't want the dress, she doesn't like the way the person sew it. Can I make something out of it? And I end up sewing that particular, I end up changing the gown to a skirt and corset top. Why? Because there is no way I can maneuver my way out around that clothes because of the way it was cut and all those. The tailor actually should, I don't want to use the word spoil, the tailor didn't get the style at all. So I end up changing it to something different totally. I end up sewing that clothes for 60,000 naira because it's an express work and I am located in Owo. And by the time the customer came to my place to get her dress, and she's like, wow, you did a very fantastic job and all of that. And she made mention of something that struck my mind. She said she actually sold that clothes for 75,000 naira in Akure. I was shocked. Because on a normal ground, if I will be sewing that particular style, which I'm not even going to bastardize the dress the way the tailor did, I can't sew that cloth in Owo for 35k, and people will be like, oh, your prices are too much, it's an exaggerated price. I'm telling you, people will be telling me here that is an exaggerated price. But in Akure, she sold it for 75,000 and she willingly paid because she knows how much people charge in Akure. So you as a person, as an artisan, make sure you know know your environment. Try to know, make should I say, inquiries about how things are being done before you charge your customers. Then the second tip, my video is getting too long. Hello everyone, please, if you're watching me, drop your location of where you are. Yes, drop your location of where you are. I want to know so that we can discuss together and know how things are being charged based on location. So the next tip I'm going to be dropping is, look at the amount of time you are going to spend on that particular work. Yes, the amount you are going to use to sew a boo-boo, you are not going to use the same amount of time to sew a skirt and blouse, a full-lined skirt and blouse. So I as a person, I look at my location before I give you, I charge you. I look at my the time I'm going to spend on that particular work. So you as an artisan, if you are not a fashion designer, look at the work that is being brought to you and look at the time. Just get the time that you are going to use on it. Hello, I see big kiss. Am I pronouncing this correctly? Hello, good morning. So I am talking about tips on how to charge your customers. I made mention of location. I made mention of among the points, the time you are going to spend in sewing or doing that particular work. And another thing I'm going to make mention is the materials. Know the what of materials you are going to use for that particular work. Know the amount of material you are going to use. If you are charging somebody 5,000 naira for a dress and you end up using 4,900 to buy material, it doesn't make sense. Don't just call price. Look at your location. Look at the amount of time you are going to spend on that work, and look at the materials. That material is, as a matter of fact, is very, very important. Look at the materials. Okay, if I'm charging somebody in Owo because of my location, the dress that they will be sewing for 20,000 naira in Akure, and I'm charging 5,000 naira or 10,000 naira for it in Owo, I am supposed to look at the price of the material I'm going to get, because nobody will reduce the price for you because of location. The price of materials, I'm talking from the perspective of a fashion designer. Nobody's going to reduce the price. The price of lining in Owo is the same price of lining in Akure. But I will not just give a customer a price and reduce it because of my location, not minding the price of the material in Owo here. I don't know if that makes sense. So look at your location, look at the time you're going to spend on it, and look at your the materials. So the last point I will be giving is know your worth. Yes, I know this sounds cliche and everybody will be like, know your worth. Know your worth as a person. Oh, sorry for the break in transmission. I noticed that each time I'm on live, each time I'm on live and I'm really getting maybe like 6, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, my phone temperature will just increase and the whole thing will shut down. So sorry for the break in transmission. So I'm on the point of you knowing your worth. Yes, you have to know your worth as a person. I am talking from the perspective, like I said, of a fashion designer. I have to put it into consideration my words. If somebody is bringing a boo-boo dress for me and be like, Shebi, I'm not just going to, because there's different kind of customer that you're going to meet as a fashion designer. So we'll be like, and Shebi is boo-boo now, just cut it and just sew the side and side. As if you ask them to, if you give them the machine and tell them, oh yeah, take scissors and tape, oh yeah, start sewing, as if they can sew it. So people be like, Shebi, you just cut it now, you're done. You're supposed to collect 2,000 or 3,000 naira for it. But you as a person, you know your worth. If you know your worth, you will charge your worth. And that your worth is someone like me. If somebody is telling me that kind of shit, sorry for using that word. What I always tell them is that you are not just paying me for my service. You are paying me for applying my brain. You are paying me for my time. I'm going to leave everything I'm going to do and attend to your work and make sure I deliver appropriately what you want. I'll be right back, everyone. I'll be right back, please. Okay.